What's up guys, today is 29th October. I have got symptoms of COVID, woken up with a massive headache and a mild fever, so it can be a normal flu as well. I did travel 3 days ago and one of my friends tested positive as well, and I have been in contact with him. It all seems towards me being positive, so I want to make a basic series as to what I'm doing through these 14 days, even with medications or even with food and everything, maybe how my appetite is going up and down, or anything that helps you guys. I'm going to be sharing it in these videos, and I hope it helps someone out there. My voice is already sounding heavy. I have lost no sense of taste or smell right now. Hopefully I don't as well. Hopefully it's just a flu. Hopefully it's done in 2 days. I'm doing online sessions with my clients as well. I'm doing online consultation as well, which is not stopping. But yes, my efficiency has gone down. I'm feeling tired. I did sleep for 2-3 hours in the afternoon. Everything else seems normal. I have been supplementing with vitamin D, vitamin C, all of those things in the past as well, but I'm going to continue doing it now. Those things will not help you in a day or two. It takes time for them to build immunity in your body. It doesn't build over a very short period of time, not even 1 month or 3 months. It takes years of dedicated nutrition and training to be able to help you build your immunity. So don't fall for any of these short-term fads out there. Also, for whoever doesn't know, I am staying alone, so it's perfectly alright. I have a gym right here with me, so hopefully if I'm recovered in 2-3 days, I can start training again. As long as I'm not fatigued, I don't have fever, I don't have a headache and all of those things. But for now, this is my first rest day. I have just started feeling these symptoms right now. I had the best workouts in the last few months, yesterday and day before yesterday, so everything was completely normal till today. But again, let's see what happens. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm making this video thinking that the worst might happen. So as I told you, in terms of being isolated, I have no problem. I have no issue right now because I'm staying alone. My family stays on the 3rd floor of this building. I'm on the 1st floor, so that is no problem at all. So today was the second meal that I'm getting after isolation. So this is how it looks. This is some chicken. This is dal. These are 2 rotis, a small onion salad or whatever you can call that, and some aloo gobi. And I have had no loss of appetite or anything like that, so that's completely fine. I'm also supplementing with some protein just to ensure that I do hit my, do more or less hit my macros for the day. I'm just not going over it definitely. I'm just staying within it. I'm going to hit my calories and my protein for sure. And unless it gets serious and I lose a lot of my appetite and all of that, then it's a different issue. But till then, I'm going to definitely be on track, and I'm going to keep my nutrition on point as well. So as of now, it's 8:40 p.m. on 29th October. This morning was when I started feeling sick, and I tried to sleep in the afternoon at around 1 o'clock. But till before that, my fever kept rising till that time. So it started at about 98.6 in the morning, which was completely okay. Then it went to 99 and then went to 99.5, and the headache also was persisting. For the headache, I took a Disprin, I dissolved it in water and I had it, and it helped with the headache for some time. The headache is kind of back now. It was there all this while, but not too much. It is back now, so I'm going to take another Disprin. The doctor suggested me to take a paracetamol as long as my fever is above 99. It was 99.5, so I took one paracetamol before sleeping at 1 o'clock. It usually lasts for 8 hours. Maybe 9 o'clock is when I might start feeling feverish. If it goes above 99 again. It went back to 98.5 after I woke up. But right now it might go back up to 99, never know. If that happens, I'm going to take another paracetamol before I sleep, so that it doesn't increase while I'm sleeping. So yes, that is the only medicine I'm taking right now. Apart from that, paracetamol is the only thing I'm taking right now, which I wouldn't take normally, just so that the fever comes down and I feel normal. 3 days from now is when I'm going to get tested, hopefully, if the fever persists, if the headache persists, and if I start getting any other symptom of COVID. So after 3 days is when I will, take that decision. But apart from that, I'm not going to, bother about it or panic right now. It's day 1 of my COVID symptoms. 10:39. Getting ready for bed right now. I've got a little bit of fever again, 99.3, not too much, but the doctor was adamant that I take another paracetamol. This thing. As soon as I get fever anywhere above 99, even though this kind of makes you sweat a lot while sleeping, it's super important so that you don't, so that your fever doesn't get out of control. I will sweat at night again, but I've now probably if I put my AC on and sleep, it might just help a little bit. I just don't want it to get out of control because I'm in isolation. I don't have anyone to And let's see, you have to do what you have to do. So I've taken that, and that's the only thing I've taken till now. Getting ready for bed. Hopefully I don't get up with another headache. We'll only get to know in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning. This is day 2, and as you can see, I'm looking like absolute shit. I think I have fever. I'm going to check right now. Woken up with again a splitting headache. My head is heavy. Tonsil is paining like bitch. Body ache is there. I think my lower body is paining because of my lower body workout 2 days ago. There's general body ache as well. It's 8:51. On a usual day, I would wake up at 6:30. It's almost 9. I had to wake up and gargle because my throat was paining so badly. I can't even swallow right now. And my voice is going to get a little wonky, I guess. Not a good start to the second day, and it's more likely that I'm positive. The series is going to be interesting, to say the least. Let's see how positive I can be. I hope it's not bad. Stay tuned. We're in this together. At least I'm in it right now. I hope you guys don't have to be in this situation. Let's take it one day at a time. And hopefully I'm back in 2-3 days. Let's do this. Come on. Oh, it's about 9:50. Day 2. Feeling like absolute shit again still. My fever is about 100.3. So it has increased since yesterday. Yesterday it was 99.5. 100.3 right now. My head is splitting, my eyes are heavy. Because of that, I'm gonna have some oats with protein right now, as usual. Not changing anything with my food yet. But I'm gonna be on antibiotics now. I will share the medicines that I'm gonna be taking. Doctor has suggested to go on antibiotics now. And yeah, the fever medicines with paracetamol still stays because the fever keeps going above 100. Even if it goes above 99, I'm supposed to take it, so I'm gonna take it now. Gargling and steam happens 2 times a day. That has to continue. I'm going to get, also the doctors mentioned that I need to get tested today, so I'm getting the person to come in and get my test done today. And I'll probably get my results tomorrow, hopefully. And hopefully it comes in one day and I'll get to know exactly if I'm positive or not. Most likely it would be. However positive I want to be, however optimistic I want to be, I think it's going to be positive.
Nunca vamos, né? Rápido. Abrir. Lento.
The testing is done, as you saw. Super irritating. It's okay when they go into your throat, but when it's inside your nose, it just feels so. I'm just glad it's not for too long. It takes about 48 to 72 hours when you get a swab from your nose and your throat. So, and it's always safer to get both tested because that's more accurate. So that's the case. I've done both. Hopefully in the next 48 to 72 hours I will get my test results and see what it is. Till now it's only assuming. We'll get to know exactly what it is a day or 2 from now. Yeah, I'm going to spray it. I can smell 1% of this, which is so strong. I tried to sniff a bar of soap. Nothing. I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't taste anything during lunch. There was khichdi, there was momos, chicken. I couldn't taste anything. And yeah, that's the state of it. It's a little sad when you eat because you can't smell or taste anything. Complete joy of eating food has been taken away from you. So yeah, that's the sad part. But I tried having tea as well. It's the best tea that you can probably get in the world. It's from Darjeeling, where we had gone. And it tastes like warm water, to be honest. There's no taste, no smell, nothing. And when I had it over there, it was like, I don't like tea. But because of that, I had tea for all those 4 days and I kept having that tea when I came back as well. I've not had coffee for the last 10 days, which I've not done in the last maybe 5 years. I don't even want coffee because I have tea and I liked it so much. But now I can't taste a thing. It's surprising, but that's the state of it. When someone says they lose taste and smell during COVID, this is it. You know, it is this serious. You cannot smell or taste anything. And this is just like the second day. Haven't even got my report yet. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, it doesn't get worse than this. Too hot, oh my god, whoa! Whew. Let's go, come on. Oh my god, that is some next level shit. I don't have a blockage in my nose or anything like that, but this feels good. Much needed. Steam is much needed. However useless you think it may be, it helps. Steam and gargling both. I'm taking a paracetamol right now. My fever has gone up again. Every time it goes above 99 again, I need to take that. Because when your fever is 99 and you kind of know you are testing positive or you have more symptoms where it shows that you might be testing positive, the feel is of 103 fever, so it's not a good thing. So every time it goes anywhere above 99, you need to take paracetamol so it gets your body temperature down. And I'm taking a vitamin C tablet as well right now. Saline 500 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, saline 500 mg. This is what I'm taking right now. There are at least 2 or 3 more medicines that I'm going to be taking at night. They're antibiotics. Just because my symptoms have increased, I'm going to have to be on antibiotics now. That's what it is. I am literally going to eat the same thing for dinner tonight. I'm not in a very good state right now, but it doesn't matter what I eat because I cannot smell anything, I cannot taste anything either. So I'm going to stick to the same thing that I ate for lunch. I don't think my appetite has gone down too much, but I'm just going to keep my protein up. But yeah, I'm pretty exhausted right now, so I will just call this a night and I will see you guys tomorrow. This is day 3. I've woken up again with a massive headache and you can hear my voice is really sore as well because last 2 days I've been waking up with a sore throat. It gets better during the day, but I wake up with a lot of pain. Hopefully I'm going to get my results today or tomorrow. So right now if I just open my eyes wide and I just look either side, I get a splitting headache, like I cannot manage it. I'm just going to try and have a Disprin right now with some water. 7:27 in the morning. I just had to get up because of being uncomfortable. I'm going to have the medicine and probably sleep for a few more hours. Apart from all the medicines, it's the sleep that's actually going to help us recover. That's my priority as well. I had to wake up at 1:30 in the morning last night. What happened was that my medicines were such that I had to have one in the morning, afternoon and evening, but I had one in the afternoon, then in the evening at about 6:30, and then I slept at around 10:30. So after every 8 hours of having that medicine, the fever comes back. So before sleeping, I had to put an alarm for 1:30 in the morning and check my fever at that point of time. So check my temperature, it was 101. I had to have my medicine at that point of time as well. Slightly disturbed sleep, so I'm going to get some more sleep right now. But since I was up, I just want to give you guys an update. These are some of the medicines that I'm taking. I am taking these medicines. I will get into detail with what the medicines are maybe in the evening or tomorrow, because I have just started taking all of the medicines. I've just started taking 2 new medicines just because the symptoms are such that I am going to be testing positive. I will show you the reports when they come. As of now, I'm going to start taking all the medicines required. Now that all the medicines are here, I will be going into detail with them either later today or tomorrow. Stay tuned. It's Saturday evening now, it's the 3rd day, and till the afternoon I was feeling like absolute shit. The headache was at its peak. I had fever last night, so I woke up with a massive headache and all of those things. But after the afternoon dosages of the medicines that I had, I'm feeling much better. I'm expected to receive the results of my report by tomorrow, hopefully. I will let you guys know. I had zero sense of taste and smell. Fever was also there. I was taking medicines to get my fever down as well. Body ache, not so much actually, and fatigue also was not so much. Everything was being overpowered by my headache, and that was the worst part because I couldn't even keep my eyes open. I just want to forget about that. But the good part is that I have gotten my sense of smell from my right nostril, not from my left, by actually smelling this thing of camphor that my mom organized for me. She told me just keep sniffing this and if you can smell anything, you'll be smelling this first because it's so strong. That really helps. I can actually smell this from my right side and literally not so much with my left. But the moment I could smell this, the moment I actually felt my nostril opening up, I smelled it and I could really smell it. And it was like really, it made me really happy because after 2 days I'm actually being able to smell something. Another thing was the taste, and I felt that while having lunch, probably 5% of what I ate I could actually taste. But after that, I tried a protein bar which was basically coconut flavor, and I actually felt the coconut flavor in that protein bar, and I was delighted because I could start tasting what I ate also. So probably like 50% of what I eat now I can taste. Super glad about that because no matter what I ate in the last 2 days, I couldn't smell anything. Everything tasted the same. The only thing I could feel is the texture of the food. There's no fun at all, like it feels like absolute shit. I'm so glad that things are looking much better now. I just hope that I don't wake up with a headache, and I hope that my fever also doesn't increase too much, which I don't think it will. Like you can see from the camera the way I'm talking also, I'm much better now. I think the most exciting thing now is to receive the report, and I'll see my condition tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Even when I got into the situation, I was pretty clueless, and it was pretty, unorganized, and to be honest, no one knows what's happening because my friends who tested positive had completely different symptoms than what I did, and what I have is completely different from what they had. My relatives also tested positive who stay pretty much, they're my neighbors, and they had completely different symptoms as well. And the relatives who are my neighbors also had COVID, and one of them is actually diabetic and also has a lot of health problems. But when COVID took place, the relative of mine only had a fever which was 99 or 100 and nothing else, versus I had so many different symptoms of COVID, and there was no loss of taste or smell for her, but for me it was completely different. That was something that was happening from day one. So there's nothing that you can predict when it comes to COVID, and there's nothing that you can predict in terms of symptoms as well. This is the reason I want to make the video, so that some of you get a little bit more clarity on what the situation is like, and so that you don't panic. So yes, this is the end of day 3. I will see you on day 4, and I hopefully will be able to give you a nice introduction. Good morning everyone. I'm feeling much better than what I was yesterday. So there's no headache, there's little bit of smell and taste, but I woke up to a very positive message. I am COVID positive as predicted. There's no surprise. I've had every symptom, so it was just something to be sure of, and now I am. But yes, just to lighten things up a little bit, I did ask my mom to get me this, which I am really excited to eat. The very few things in life that are better than chocos. Oh. Good morning guys, it's day 5 now. I had a good sleep. The only thing that's irritating me now is my tonsil. I think I have an inflamed tonsil, so it just pains no matter what I do. Hot water or steam or gargle or whatever. The moment something touches my tonsil, when I warm water or steam or gargling with salt water, anything like that, it just pains. A sense of taste and smell keeps coming and going, so there's no constant with that. Sometimes it opens up at the right, sometimes it just gets blocked. So I don't know what's happening exactly because I have no difficulty breathing, or it doesn't feel like a blocked nose, but I just don't have the sensation of smelling anything. And with tasting, it's been a constant like 10% maybe that I can taste, 10 or 15% or 20% maximum. I haven't been able to taste anything properly. It's just the texture of the food that I can feel. I've been taking a bunch of medicines that I wanted to introduce to you guys. It might help or it might not. It'll just be like a list of medicines that I am taking. But consult your doctor before you go ahead with any kind of medication. This is just something to help you guys with what I am taking, so you can always take this as a reference and go to your doctor, but do not take this as advice from me. Very basic ones first. Vitamin C, which you should always be taking. Yeah, this is a chewable tablet, saline 500 mg. The next very basic is zinc. Again, this is something that you would be recommended to take. This one is called Zinconia. This is 50 mg. The first medicine I started taking was this, which is paracetamol 1000 is because of my weight and my size. You might need 500 mg, but I took 500 mg, it did not affect me at all, and the fever just kept going up. So this is to basically regulate your body temperature. Headaches, I would take 2 tablets at once of Disprin. My headaches were probably the worst symptom that I had. If you have headache which was as bad as mine, but Disprin along with all of these other medicines would do you good. Azithral 500. This is again helps with I think any kind of flu symptoms. When I had the tonsil issue, my doctor was just confirming whether I'm taking this or not. The next one is doxycycline, which I guess every COVID patient would be taking. When I knew I was testing positive, when I did test positive, I started taking this. This is ibomycin, also something that any COVID patient would be taking. This is Monter FX. It's the homeopathic medicine that my dad suggested me, and it worked for one of my family members who also had COVID. Arsenic iodine, I think this can be taken after every 2 or 3 hours, and it does not affect any other dosages of any other medicine that you take. So this is completely safe, so you can have it along with all the other medicines that you have. And yes, I will see you in the next part of this video, whatever it may be. Hopefully it's me telling you goodbye and I'm done with this. Also another update is I weighed myself today and I am 91.1. And I weighed myself day before yesterday also, I was 91.1, and I started off anywhere between, I think I was 92.8 if I'm not wrong. So it's over 1.5 kg, almost 2 kgs that I've lost in the last 6 days. And yeah, not fun. We'll get back, probably start with a daylight workout maybe 1 or 2 days from now and see what goes from there. Hey guys, so now it is 8th of November and I want to conclude this video now because I feel all my symptoms have gone. I'm back to normal. A little bit of fatigue, yes, just like any other fever would cause. But I feel everything has normalized now. And I just want to cover a couple of topics that you guys sent in questions for on Instagram. And I feel like there are a couple of topics that I haven't covered yet. And these questions will allow me to do that. So I got a question asking me, are you training right now? So this is a very individualistic question because I wouldn't know the symptoms that you are facing, and if your symptoms are similar to mine, which lasted for about 3 or 4 days, I wouldn't suggest you to work out immediately. You always want to move, like maybe do 20%, 30%, 40% of your max and then slowly go up to your 100% in probably 10 days, maybe 15 days also. You have to take it one step at a time because a lot of people have had instances where they have collapsed and where they have lost consciousness, and some people have also passed away. So it's a very serious condition and you shouldn't push yourself at all. But if you had certain amount of fitness levels before, like for example, if you have been training like me for the last 8 years, you can go into your workouts but maybe push less than your 50%. So for everyone, pushing to your limits is a very different phrase, and no one should go even close to their 50% if they are done with COVID, at least for the next maybe 1 month. Everyone has loss of stamina and endurance after this because just like any other illness, it takes a toll on your organs. So don't push yourself when it comes to working out. I'm not pushing myself as well. I'm going to take easily at least another 10, 15, 20 days to get back to where I was. That too with so much of experience under my belt. So if you're someone who hadn't been working out, take it very slow. People say it takes maybe 6 weeks to 8 weeks to come back to normal, and you shouldn't even walk fast, you shouldn't even go for a run. So don't push your heart rate beyond what it can take. So take a step back and don't get into your workouts right now. That's my suggestion. And of course, consult your doctor for something like this and ask them what you should do according to the symptoms that you have faced and according to the number of days that you have had COVID for. Another very interesting question that I got asked more than once was, how did I contract it? It would be different for everyone, and I don't think most people know how they've contracted it. It's just because they have the symptoms, they come to know that they have contracted it. So in my case, it was someone who contracted it amongst our friends group, and I was in contact with that person and I got it from there. So one thing you can personally do, which is under your control, is take the precautions that you can, because you might be spreading it to other people. Okay, you're not wearing a mask just for yourself, you're wearing a mask so that you don't contact it and spread it to someone else. That is super important. 99% of the time you don't know how it's happened because you just step out and even with a mask, it's just a precaution. Even with a mask you can still get it, so there's never enough precaution that you can take. So just be careful, do as much as you can, wash your hands, do the basics that your doctor tells you to do and stick to that. That's the most you can do. That's the most that is there in your hands. So make sure you do that. Another question that I got was, what are the first symptoms you felt and how do you differ it from a common flu or COVID? It's a very good question. It does not feel normal, especially when you know when there's a pandemic happening and you get a sudden fever and the kind of headache that I got. It definitely didn't feel normal. It takes a day for you to start getting symptoms, for you to stop getting the sense of taste and smell. That is definitely an indication that you have COVID and it's not normal flu. If you have a headache beyond what you can handle, that's what I had. Your fever goes, off the roof. That's another indication. Get tested, maybe not on the first day, but maybe on the second day. And if you know someone who you've been in contact with already has tested positive, then all signs are indicating towards you having it. So that's how I came to know that I had it, and those are the symptoms that I had. At times, a lot of people have just the flu, but when you know there's a pandemic happening, take the extra precaution and understand that there can be every possibility that you have COVID. And if you do have COVID, you will definitely know that it's not just a fever that you're having, it's probably a combination of a body ache, joint ache, headache, fever, loss of taste and smell. Your fever will definitely go up abnormally, and even at 99 or 100 you will have a feeling that you have a fever which is probably 102 and 103. It escalates really quickly, so make sure you take enough precaution. I hope this entire series of videos that I have compiled together helps you guys and it gives you a perspective that the virus is real and it is something that can happen to anyone. Your fitness levels does not determine what kind of symptoms you get. So don't take that for granted and don't take it lightly. Please wear your mask, take enough precautions. You're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everyone around you. Please remember that. And yes, stay safe, keep lifting. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.